Good day, fellow patriots and defenders of democracy. Welcome to the madness. We're here once again, and what I'm currently doing is trying to remember trying to recall if I remember how to do this properly. Back in the day, instead of when we used to go to the parts store every 5 minutes, they used to have gasket maker material, and when you need to make a gasket, you get to sit there with your time and pull out your creativity. And let's see if you can get it right back the way it's supposed to be. A little bit of patience and an X-Acto knife. But other than that, what I'm going to be doing here in a few seconds is showing you the progress that we've made with the car since my last failed attempt of getting the engine and the transmission into the car. What I'm not going to do right now, though, is show you the back and forth and the wonderful notion of all the math that was associated within getting it into the car. Just know that with a little bit of patience, a little bit of doing, you yourself can do the exact same thing, because I don't really deem myself special or possessing of any form of unique talents. Just think of all that unnecessary homework you used to do in high school and all the angle calculations that you need to do. And within all of that, you'll figure out exactly which way you'll do, or which way you need to tilt it to get it in there. Look at that. Cut it out. But we're still not done. So I'm going to get done with this, and then I'm going to show you what's going on, and you'll see exactly where we are with the car. Kind of tired. Alright, this is what's going on the back. It looks kind of filthy. There's the pilot bearing. It's already in the event you are doing this and you're putting a 2JZ to a Collins adapter kit for the Cd009. Apparently there's going to be a gap here. Pilot bearing. It's designed. This got pushed all the way down. I used a steering puller thing and put it here. Had some bolts. And we pressed it in that way instead of banging on it. Not to say I didn't bang on it a little bit with a hammer and a wood like the old way, but it was essentially the more smooth resolve thing was using this to press it in. It was okay. Nothing too crazy happened, and we're slowly moving along. And here's this thing. Well, in the midst of my back blocking all of that, we're going to put this on. We're going to tighten these flywheel bolts in 3 steps to 56 foot-pounds. And we're going to use some red Loctite to lock them down. I'm also certain this is going to cause more problems, because once again I'm here working by myself. Good times at Ridgemont High. Oh, some of my beer. Alright, we clean this off. We'll clean off the face of this. And now we need to try not to touch it while trying to line up this wonderful thing. I think I'm going to use some blue Loctite on these. I don't really know if it's recommended, but this is what I'm about to do. Initially, I thought I would sand this all down, spray it with like a high temp primer, test fit the engine, it'll go smoothly, I'll see what scratches to hell, take it all down, do another little light sand, to then primer it again, to then paint it black. And then I realized that painting engine bays or sanding engine bays or doing anything in the engine bay is irritating as fuck. And so I decided that I will never ever look at anyone quoting people for paint prices as too high ever again. Lesson learned. Amongst other things, I would like to know how the professionals do this when they get these shits all pretty. How do you put the engine and the transmission in here without scratching the shit out of it? There's a wasp flying around here, and wasps serve no purpose other than being evil fucking animals. But yes, before we get to the notion of what's been going on and how this went in, here's my gasket. Cut it out with my stencil, slowly but surely. Gonna put on the thermostat here, then we can get to it. Something else I think I noticed. I think I'm the only person that fucking actually manually does anything. Everybody has one of them little things. Alright, so there goes that bolted on, thermostat's in there. And the reason why I made a gasket is because every time you order anything, everybody takes their sweet ass time to sending it to you, and I don't feel like dealing with it. This is the clearance on this side. This is the space behind it, or the lack thereof. The turbo is here. Well, the turbo is not here, but this is going to be quite a pain in the ass to deal with. I've come to realize, like, the wastegate's gonna have to be removed to put the shit back in here. The dump pipe needs to be put on after the fact. So yeah, it's gonna fun times. Fun times are coming. New problem. Yep, look at that. See that? It's called no space. That's what that is. And that's what's going on there. As we're test fitting everything, I put on all the things on the intake side to check what's going on, things that I've noticed. Please note, brake delete. Brake delete will still be, it's not going to be a problem once it's in here. Like, it'll be in here. There'll be like minor amount of space. However, in the event you ever have to take it off, it's going to be an entire situation to take everything out of here. What I should be doing today, however, is figuring out how I'm going to route the fuel lines coming in here, since it's already in here, and looking at figuring out how I'm going to address this problem. See this wonderful goddamn problem here, because I'm here still wondering, like, alright, so I cut this off, reduce, alright, let me point that properly. So I cut this off, it's like an inch off, gonna come in more, it's gonna be there, so we get one of these joints, or one of these, I don't know, something's gonna have to happen back here. This needs to be plugged. There's a water port underneath here. Where is this? This needs to be plugged or capped. I don't really like the capped notion of things, but that's going to have to happen either way. There goes the fuel rail. You can see the starter is in there, as I figure, and I'm looking at all of this, and I'm trying to figure out how we're going to, well, I say we, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to, where I should bring up the fuel line to go over here to the back here, because it seems like that's going to be pretty tight within itself. I'm thinking I'm going to just use a 45-degree AN line. That should be simple to resolve. It's just still a matter of where do you want to permanently adjust the lines to. So that's what's going on there. This is the engine in here. It's bolted in, and I'm going to take you underneath it in a few moments. And earlier I was also trying to figure out the math within mounting the intercooler, because the push fan that I saw says it's about 3 and... Damn it, give me a second. Let's say it might be about 3.5 inches. If you look at the thingy here, if you put it on the radiator itself, like most of them are designed to do, it looks like we're going to be about here, and this leaves about 1.5 inches in the rear for the possible mounting of the intercooler, which is kind of big itself. But the problem then transitions from there isn't really any space underneath to route it, or I don't know, I think several people deleted these, but I'm kind of looking at it like, if you delete this, what exactly is structurally supporting anything? But I don't know, who knows? You can probably shift it and weld in a different tab at a different point, but that's what's going on there. I do have the intercooler too. I could have brought it out here and showed it to you, but I'm trying not to ding it because it seems like I'm a klutz and consistently mess things up. Alright, there's a moment, and I'll lift the car up and show you what's going on, and you'll see the work I got done underneath it. I'm gonna point this here just so you guys realize how low this bad boy is, but it's also lifted up a little bit because I had to lift it up to get it on the lift. Because I don't feel like having anything fall on me today. And we're going to leave that there, because I don't really know what the fuck just made that weird sound, but this is the transmission. This is what was concocted to hold it up here. The welding is atrocious. Yes, I know. Life goes on. That's where gear lever is. This thing got cut out. I also cut out the holes here because I don't know, I didn't feel like removing the sensors completely. There's another one on the other side. There's a blue one. This is the remnants of where all the banging took place. See all the dents? I'm looking at this, and since this seems to have a part where it could be threaded here, I'm wondering if I should either have like a flat piece here and have it go up and it's like, where is it? Get everything on the screen. This has a threaded point. I'm here wondering if I could just make something out of bar, something with the angle going up here, going up here too, so we can have it a little bit more secure. I don't know, might be a little bit overkill, but I don't know. They always say prevention's better than cure. But this is what's going on. This is the bits of all of this. A proper graded bolt. There's only one of them. I don't know. I'm here looking at some of this like it's there, but oh man, it is hot as hell underneath here. I'm sorry about that, people. And basically I'm gonna have to go upstairs and cut out where this is going to need to be. So that's gonna be another undertaking for another time, but this is pretty much what happened. This is what we ended up doing. Cut a piece of bar, welded in support, bore holes, put it up, standard cross support beam, and yeah, CD009 transmission is inside. It's inside of the car. I sense this is going to be very irritating working on it while it's in the car, but it should be somewhat rewarding when it's all done. Oh yeah, I extended brackets here to extend where I'm going to secure the radiator. I'm going to cut down the little tabs and sit it down in the original. You can't see them. I don't know. There's some rubber. There should be some rubber grommets in here. I can't see it. Damn it. That thing's making me seem like a lot. There you go. These rubber things. I have two more of them that's around here somewhere. I'm gonna measure the length of this, cut it, and drop it down in there. So it's sitting on there, and then we're gonna have something at the top that's securely holding it on, so it's not dancing all over the place. Next thing that's going on, where did I put it? It's in the car. Boom. We had sandwich, blah 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 blah. Yeah, sandwich plates. There's sandwich plates for the oil, because I was planning on running the oil cooler, and a sandwich place for the sensors, the oil temp and the oil pressure. But the wonderful people that sold me this decided that they, within the kit, shouldn't include the rotted part that would make this all go down, that has enough length so that you can screw the filter on after the fact, because people are special, and these are also the moments. This is why I created the wonderful little notion where you saw me creating the washer, because like I said, people are particularly special around here. And yes, I'm sweating like there's no tomorrow, and I haven't done this or held this in my hand in a while, so I can't really balance the camera properly. I'm sweating like there's no tomorrow. But that's pretty much what's going on. Next one you see, we're gonna be resolving whatever is going on with the one. I'm gonna finally run the damn fuel lines. I don't know if it'd make any sense to bolt up the brake thing, because if I'm gonna bolt that up, I need to the entire air section needs to be permanently on there. If I bolt in the brake the brake delete thing, it's like it's basically all needs to stay there. But other than that, I'm rambling. So hey, thanks for checking me out. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe. No, hit me up. I'll let you know what's going on. Oh, and the this thing. I might decide, because I saw these two things here, that I should put another piece of metal here just to reinforce this, because, you know, more rigidity can't be a bad thing, I think. But that's what's up. Like I said, got to be more careful. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to the madness. Thank you, fellow patriots and defenders of democracy, for checking me out. I'll let you see what's going on, and next time I'll actually do some work other than screwing on a stupid ass bolt for the thermostat housing. But yeah, or more work. But alright, man, we'll check you out.